Hey! So I got barely any voice. I don't have COVID, but just probably still social distance from your screen is probably the best thing at the moment. So today I'm just going to continue with more of the weight reduction. I've just been to Bell's Ice at Brisbane, pick up some dry ice, and I'm going to try that method. They were really helpful. It cost me like $6 a kilo, and I just got 6 kilos, so that should have been enough, I hope. So now you can use a heat gun, or you can use dry ice and smash it off. I've never tried either, so if you haven't either, it'll be a bit of a learning curve for both of us. We'll see how we go. I hope the 6 kilograms is enough. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I feel happy. Even though I'm sick, I feel happy because I get to do more on the drift project. It should be fun. I hope you're having a good day too. I hope you're enjoying these videos. You know, I'm a bit of an amateur, but I try and make it fun if I can. So I head home now and I'll give it a crack. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. The dry ice.
You wearing gloves?
Yeah, I'm getting gloves. Wow, 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 wow. Stuff it, pour the whole lot in. Oh yeah! Well, I was making some hissing noises, but I don't know yet what's... People on the YouTube videos made it look so easy. There's a hot tip, don't follow anyone on YouTube. My God. Yay! Hoo-ha! Shit going everywhere. Well, the dry ice went alright, I think. I just let it sit for a bit and then just like hammer a corner, and then if it started breaking off, I'd move all the ice to the next section, and then while that's cooling, I'd be breaking apart the previous section and then just move my way around. I got 6 kilos, probably could have done with a bit more, maybe like 10 kilos, because by the time I got to the driver's footwell, there wasn't much left, and it's pretty average over there. But I definitely recommend it. The only downside is all these vertical faces. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Maybe you hang a bag with it over the edge or something to have it sit on there, but definitely for all these floor faces, it's definitely pretty easy. I think this took me a whole of maybe an hour just to get this bulk of all this done. I got a bit excited and dinted the floor a bit, so be careful with that. If you've got dry ice in not too far away from wherever you are, I definitely recommend it as a method. Even if you can't get it all, it still gets a lot of it quickly. But yeah, I'm impressed. I'm just gonna start on the rest now with a heat gun, and we'll see how that goes. I'm packing heat. I'm not packing heat anymore, packing a bit of a wicked headache. This stuff smells a bit funky when you start heating it up. So I don't know if it's got to do with that, but thanks to COVID, there's plenty of masks around. If you're gonna do this, I'd probably recommend like a proper respirator, but this is the best I got at the moment, so it's better than nothing, I guess. I don't know if that's what's causing the headache, but just in case, better be safe. No good. Heat gun dead. Gah! Far out. Verdict so far? Much of a muchness with both. So the dry ice is good. Did it pretty quick once you got it going, but this actually doesn't take too long with the heat gun either. And then I've got all this to deal with. So all the residual gunk that's stuck there basically. So using the dry ice where it all just broke off and using the heat gun, it both leaves this behind. So I've basically had to scrape this off everything. So a mixture of using terps, heat gun, the scraper and a wire brush seems to do the trick. If I did it again, I'd probably just use the heat gun. Some people might prefer it to do the other way. There's no dramatic difference using one or the other. I'd say the only difference in mess is if you use the heat gun, it leaves a lot of kind of sticky residue. Whereas if you use dry ice, it just breaks apart, but you still got to use the heat gun pretty much to get any of the chunks that are left behind. But I'm nearly done. This cleaning up all the little bits at the end's probably been the longest of any of it. It's just taking time for me to meticulously scrape all the little bits off. So either way, you're probably going to have to do that depending on the vehicle. Some might not be adhered that well. Get this last bit off at the driver's footwell and then I'll wipe it all down and then should be all my sound deadening done. And then we can get on to some more serious stuff. Alright, that's it. Verdict just with all the sound deadening. 10.5, yeah boy. So on a final note, would I do it again? Probably not. If you're just doing like a grassroots drift car like I am, 10 kilos probably isn't worth it for the amount of work to go in. If you're doing something a bit more competitive like circuit racing or time attack, then yeah, definitely probably worth that much to shave that much off. But just for what I'm doing, you could probably lose 10 kilos just by getting a good high performance battery. So it was a good experiment. I enjoyed it, sort of. With all the interior parts, my yard looks like a scrap yard now. But I have sold some stuff. I've sold the AC compressor. I've sold the AC condenser. I've got a few other parts for sale, like the head unit, other stuff that's useful. I'll have the rear. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So all the sound deadening was 10.5 kilos. And then all the wiring that I pulled out was about 5.5 kilos. I've still got the rear window regulators. I didn't weigh the door card, so it easily it's exceeding 200 kilos. I'm just going to call it 200 kilos, even though I haven't pulled everything off yet, but I can see that it's easily going to make it there, so. Yeah. In a later video, I'm actually going to pull out some of the framework, like the rear seat bulkhead, the spare wheel well, just other stuff that I don't want to be there. But I hope you enjoyed it. The next video probably just be a few little small jobs I got to tie up before I move on to the subframe reinforcement, which is going to be pretty involved. Sorry for the bad audio as well. Like this channel, my
audio recording's a work in progress. So I'm trying to make it better so it's a bit more watchable, but we'll get there. But anyway, thanks again for sticking around, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one.